Love, peace, and hair grease. My name is Michael J. Turner, the Southwest Shaman, the Earl of Arizona. You are now shining with the Arizona sun. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being here, which is wherever you're at. Coming with love from AZ. This is StereoPHX 888, a channel about personal development, growth on YouTube, and how I'm changing my life from low vibe to high vibe. I can't save you, and I'm not here to tell you what to do. But I can tell you how I'm saving myself. I can share with you the methods through which I'm saving myself, because there's no way around the fact that I was a soul that was lost in the abyss. But every soul is worth saving. I had to learn. I had to save myself, and I had to decide whether I was going to be happy. I had to decide basically everything about my life. I was allowing everything to be decided for me, outside me, because I was placing every bit, every fiber of my energy into everything outside me. And in accordance with that, I placed all of my I put all my eggs in that basket, if you will. And like a house of cards, destined to fall, right? Destined to fall. The foundation was in no way firm enough. But the real discovery of how to escape that continual cycle of pursuit of external while being influenced and manipulated by the external. Like, how did I begin to escape that? By doing the opposite. I mean, that is I guess applicable in many circumstances and situations. Like, so, but the problem lies in when a person is faced with life. Is it fight or flight, right? And then, do you stay in that mode? Because I stayed in that mode subconsciously, consciously, for a long, long time. And it started for me before I even showed up here on this plane. No, I'm not of here. I'm not from here. This physical form is from Phoenix, Arizona. And at times, I almost think I represent that too much, because I'm identifying too much with something here in the three-dimensional realm. Because what I'm learning is that what's necessary, rather, is the detachment from that, understanding that we're not from here. So this is only like, I'm just a visitor. I'm just passing through. How about you? What's the status of your journey and your path, and can you pause for a second and say like, and just be in the moment and be like, yo, this is where I'm at. You know, ground. Sometimes I gotta ground myself and just remind myself where I'm at, because it's easy to be like swayed all over the place and feel like I'm in all sorts of different dimensions and places like that I don't even know. That's when someone else is like got their hands on my mind and flipping me around, you know. But it's like calling myself back, you know, it's taken a lot of effort. It took a long time, actually, to call myself back. And that's gonna be the name of this video. Calling myself back. You know, I could talk about YouTube things, right? And I will for a second, because the name, right? The title is so important. The title of you know, how I title my video, because I should base it on what's trending, what else is, what's already out there, what's gonna hit, you know, or so I can get in the mix with what's already there. But there's two different ways to go about it, right? You either do that, or you go with the I don't know what the name of the other method is, but it's it's like putting something like that, like calling myself back, because then it's like an anomaly, kind of, maybe like somebody will see it and just be interested in it because of that. So with this video, I'm going to do that. I'm gonna call this one Calling Myself Back. Excuse me. Yeah. So with everything that is in place to influence my mind, you know, in our minds, it's so easy to be like lost and not know where the hell I am. So how do I call myself back? How am I calling myself back? Because it's a fucking, excuse my language, it's a miracle. Like, it's a miracle, because for years, and even just recently, I mean, I take myself off my own square, and there's a phrase my buddy gave me a long time ago. It's a perfect way to define that. It's, I go to the devil's playground uninvited. And that's going to be the name of a song I'm going to do also to go along with this. So, like, how do I call myself back? Because I go to the devil's playground uninvited. Nobody's asking me to go there. And then he's like, you get there and kind of being a little stuck there. Right? Wouldn't anybody? So how do I call myself back? Oh man. it's taken me years to like be able to do this. I guess it's just about the inner dialogue. What's taking place, like, and where am I in there within that? And am I doing a self-evaluation? And am I following the results of that evaluation? As in, like, if I do a self-evaluation and I say, okay, these things don't line up with where I want to be, or like my ideal version of me, do I take action? Do I feel any type of way about it? Do I go deeper into it? Well, I mean, just recently, things just weren't lining up for me. Things just didn't feel okay. So I knew what I had to do. And it, nothing too crazy, nothing too major. I'm just saying, like, for whatever that may be, you know what it is. Like, you know what that thing is. So it's a matter of a mental state. It's a matter of like a decision up in here. Bottom line, man. And we all need help. We all need support too. Yeah. It's like none of this is easy, and nothing can be done by yourself. But I'm never alone, because I'm coupled with God. There it is. That's the only way. To call myself back, I had to have a ringer, I guess, how can I put it, like something that, so I could see in the dark, like, there's my home, or there's where I belong, kind of like, man, I don't know. I guess what it is inside, right? Kind of whatever cheesy to say, corny to say, man. Inside, right? It's always been there. It was about whether I nurtured it and watered that seed and listened to it and heeded it, because I've always had the ability to be like, I'm gonna force myself to do something, good or bad, you know. So that's benefited me and hurt me. But throughout all those times, there was still that guiding force within me. But I had, it's like I spent years ignoring that, like knowing it kind of wild, but like still understanding, almost like, yeah, it's there, and knowing what that is, because what else, I mean, just subconsciously knowing, I guess. And then but just never really taking time to examine it like that. Talking about my inner, the inner voice, man. Like, made in God's image goes so much deeper than just like the physical, yo. Like, I started to understand that what it means, and kind of like more what the purpose of, or better yet, not necessarily the purpose, but just what it is to be a human. It's not about the pursuit of all these things, these worldly. They come because it's nothing to God, right? God's above all. God resides above all these things. So, look, man, the scripture, the whole idea, like, that the scripture is like putting forth to you that the church, when you go to church, you probably miss this because it's like tucked up in there and all that stuff, is to embody God, Jesus, whatever, whatever you want to be. Him. Don't follow him, be him. Don't be like him, be him. Like, because it's not about this external figure. This is what has you all, this is what has many of us like in this weird thing, because you see where I'm getting at? Like, the earth, all the physical plane, 3D dimensional things, everything here, it fades away. It's a lie. It's even in the scripture. It says everything of this place, of this plane, fades away, but my word, and I live forever. Well, that's above. That's above this shit. So, like, don't you think that the image, the likeness, like the image and the personification that's on this physical plane, and your attachment to that, don't you think that that's below God? If the whole idea is to embody that, that lets me know that the pursuit and allegiance to something external or a figure that resides within this false reality is not embodying that. Like and subscribe, yo. Michael J. Turner, the Southwest Shaman. StereoPHX 888. You are now shining with the Arizona sun. Peace.